very important shloka from Gita. Yatra kale tu anavrittim avrittim chaiva yoginaha prayatayanti tam kalam vakshami bharata shaba. O best of the Bharata, I shall now explain to you the different times at which passing away from this world the yogi does or does not come back. Actually, Bhagavad Gita goes through different levels. In the beginning, the level is Krishna is teaching the first level. The body is different from the soul. Step by step, he is educating. That itself, if you get the knowledge, you surpass all the scientists, so-called Nobel laureates, philosophers, leaders. You surpass all of them because not one person accepts that today. True? Around the world, nobody accepts we are separate from the body. No knowledge, total ignorance. Just like morning you're discussing Guru. He is the real Guru. Because that's where you learn how to teach. If you learn to teach anybody Krishna consciousness, you should learn from Prabhupada. Correct? And Prabhupada is representing Krishna. Learn from Krishna. How is Krishna doing? In fact, the devotees interviewed the secretary to Prabhupada, Tamal Krishna Maharaj, and they asked him, how was Prabhupada interacting? Because so many people used to come to Prabhupada. He said, I used to see him very patiently teaching everybody this concept that we are not the body, we are spirit soul. His focus. Prabhupada, you see all the preaching. And look at Krishna, what he's doing. Second chapter, when Arjuna has a dilemma. And except that this dilemma could not have been solved by any amount of morality. Could not have been solved. There was no way you can solve this. I have a duty and for the duty I have to kill my grandfather. You cannot solve by any kind of morality. It will be clash. It will be stuck. Correct? Just like there are so many dilemmas in society today. Should we have death penalty? Should we have euthanasia? You cannot solve them. Unless you understand what is soul. You cannot solve. Understand, no? We cannot solve. They try to solve, they'll be all funny solution, which will not be clear-cut, final. Just like certain things you can solve by some basic skills. How to bend this iron. I have a problem. You can say you apply this much force, you put this, it will bend. Certain things are not so mechanical. It requires little more values to understand. Now, should I be a vegetarian? Yes. Don't give pain to another. The highest religion is not to give pain to another living entity. Simple morality, that's called the golden principle. Actually, this golden principle can be extended. And this is once in Bhagavatam, it is said, there is no religion higher than this. It is said actually. Because if you can develop this, it can be brought into full Krishna consciousness also. So then, this is one level. But then, when it comes to here, and Arjuna says that I cannot give pain to the Kauravas, they can have the kingdom. When I so much holocaust for that, millions of people are going to die just to put us as the rule. And Duryodhana was not ruling badly actually. He was a good administrator. So why we have to remove him? And to remove him and so much people, let him rule anyway. What is there? We 5 Pandavas, we can live by begging. True, no? That is a dilemma or not? So you cannot give any answer on the moral platform. It will not be concluded. You will not, if there is no clear answer, definitely you are not going to create a slaughter of crores of people for that. 64 crore people died in the Mahabharata. Unless it is clear cut, you are not going to proceed with it. Will you proceed with it? Even one person, you will think 10 times. And here is crores of people. All the armies of the world are gathered here. A massive. And Arjuna also knows when his Gandiva starts, every day millions will lie down on the ground. He knows that. He is well aware of his powers and is feeling hesitant. So it could not have been solved. So Krishna opens on a spiritual dimension. Whole thing. It's not that he artificially opened. No. There was no other way it could have been solved. Krishna creates everything a perfect example. Don't you think? There were no other ways you could have convinced Arjuna. No way. Morality would have been stuck. True, Krishna uses all rounds angle. Krishna also uses moral ground as an argument because Krishna doesn't know immoral things actually. Krishna uses the moral argument that as a Kshatriya, non-violence doesn't suit him. Anarya Jushtam, Arjuna, you are behaving like a. Before Arjuna surrendered, Krishna did not open any spiritual angle. And you see in the second chapter in the beginning, Krishna says, Anarya Jushtam, Arjuna, you are behaving like an impotent man. It's a very big insult for a man to be told you are impotent. Napunsak. Kind of word you say. You say hurting or not? And he says you are Anarya. You're not speaking like a civilized man, Arjuna. You are speaking like an uncivilized man. Give up your weakness of the heart. Krishna instructs him. Only on the moral ground. That is also actually to one extent complete. But that was not enough to motivate Arjuna to go ahead with a huge task in front of him. Therefore Gita was needed. It's not a just put. There was no other way it could have been solved. So same way for the whole humanity, actually Gita is needed. They cannot solve their problems of life. Somebody is telling you very nicely, right from childhood till the people we leave the body, there are always challenges for every individual. Are there challenges or not? Right from moment you are born, you go to school, there is a challenge. There is a competition. There is a pressure. And whole life goes on overcoming one obstacle, another obstacle, and working on it without knowing for what I am doing all this. So Gita is needed. Without Gita you cannot know. You cannot even know why you are living. Can you know without Gita? Is it possible? No. Why I should live? Therefore, the life is such a... Bhagavatam says it very nicely in a beautiful shloka. Bhagavad bhakti hinasya jati shastram tapaskriya aprana sidehasya mandalam lokaranjanam. If there is any society, Prabhupada commented on American society. He said, everything I see wonderful here. I see beautiful, highways. What they have to show in that country? Beautiful, one over another, beautiful highways and beautiful flyovers, he called them. Beautiful flyovers and huge buildings, well lit, strong lights. In the night they make it like a day. And people get attracted. So the Prabhupada says, I see everything wonderful here, but I am not interested here. My heart is dragging me to Vrindavan. I am still remembering Vrindavan. He used to keep saying, I am missing Vrindavan so much. Why is he missing Vrindavan? What is so wonderful place? What is there in Vrindavan? Ab today to chalo thoda, pehle to kuch nahi tha. It is all muddy, and just imagine 50 years ago how it will be, Vrindavan. There will be no pakka roads only. But actually it was better, more beautiful that time. Aajkal people have made gandagi. So just imagine those days, mostly muddy roads and no tar roads itself, and some temples there. Not so much construction like today it has happened. Actually it should have been preserved like that. They should have very controlled way they should touch a place like Vrindavan. It's the Dham. You can have some beautification and all, but don't allow big. Prabhupada in fact did not encourage. So how to, you should maintain the sanctity, true? Of a place like that. If you allow so many shopping malls, this and all, the place, the Dham loses it kind of a feeling, sanctity. You understand? Some control, like they should be very much control the kind of work which can happen in a Dham, so that it always remains a place of pilgrimage. So anyway, so Prabhupada is there in Vrindavan, and very simple setting. And in America with huge malls, what we are seeing now in India. India is 50 years behind. What you're seeing in India now, what do you say? Was already there. 50 years before they had it. What you're having in Mangalore, what is Mangalore developed now, you say? The 2 malls are there, some nice highways are there, some flyovers are there. That 50 years ago they had in a small town. But then, it should have been very attractive to Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, no, I am missing my Vrindavan. He used to always say to the devotees, I am missing my Vrindavan. Why? Bhagavad Bhakti Hinasya. Even though there is a great jati means we are Americans, fair, bright, tall, Shastram, so much learning. Practically all Nobel Prizes are in America only. Most of them. Tapas, such hard work they do. Whole world they want to control. Kriya, activities. Correct? Jati, Shastram, Tapas, Kriya. Great hard work, great activities, this, that. Apranasi dehasya is still a dead body. Mandalam Lokaranjanam. Only fool will celebrate a dead body. You know that? Sometimes we give that example. When a poor man dies, say he was a beggar whole life. So what people do? When he dies, his friends, relatives, they buy some money. They give him that day a silk cloth. Whole life he was wearing torn clothes. And then they put a lipstick on his face. And they pull the lips. You know, a dead man, so if you pull the lip, it look smiling. And they also laugh. And they put band and all, they take him for burning. So the point is, what are the need? And who is happy by seeing his smiling face? Fools. Mandalam Lokaranjanam. What a Bhagavatam uses. Apranasi dehasya. Deha without prana means dead body. Mandalam Lokaranjanam. Loka Ranjanam. They enjoy who? Fools. Who will say happy by seeing a dead body lips pulled like that? Only a fool. So similarly, the modern civilization, even though you may have large flyovers, you may have big malls, that is like pulling the lipstick of a dead body. Who appreciates? Prabhupada could see no life in that place, dead. Actually, you feel that many times. You go to big metros and all, you feel actually the place is dead, no life. And you still feel to go to some place, your home is there, you're so happy there. True? Because life is there. You understand? So without Krishna consciousness, that place is dead. Apranesi dehasya mandalam rokar. Then you can understand, I am missing my Vrindavan. And if you compare to Vrindavan, small, dusty, small village, and is missing because their Bhagavad Bhakti is there. Their Bhagavad Bhakti, the Dham of the Lord. Is so much pleasure to be there in the Dham of the Lord and serving the Lord. And here is feeling so unusual. So Bhagavad Gita therefore comes through different levels. The first level Bhagavad Gita teaches, I am not body, I am a spirit soul. Level number 1. Understood? And Prabhupada also, even though he saw such big setting and all, he understood these people are fools, don't know anything. Therefore he educated them patiently in this concept, I am not body, I am a spirit soul. First level, just as Krishna teaches in Bhagavad Gita. And the next level in the Bhagavad Gita is start developing. Krishna talks about different kind of yoga systems by which the soul can be elevated at the lotus feet of Krishna. Third chapter talks about Karma Yoga. Fourth chapter talks about Jnana Yoga. Fifth chapter talks about Karma Yoga in Krishna consciousness. Correct? Nishkam Karma. One is Karma Yoga I do with big ambitions and all, I keep working. And sometimes some Dakshina I give for glorification of Krishna. That is Karma Yoga. Normal Karma Yoga. And there is Nishkam Karma Yoga, little higher, where I am working. At the same time, I don't work for fruits. I just work as a duty. I am not maintaining big desires for sense gratification. I am not working with that spirit. I am working with the spirit to duty. It's my duty. This is little higher. Nishkam Karma Yoga. Therefore, that comes after the Jnana Yoga chapter. And then comes Ashtanga Yoga, that is 6th chapter. So Krishna is systematically developing. And then at the end of 6th chapter, Krishna says, Yoginam api sarvesham madgata antaratmanam shaddavana bhajate yumam samayukta tamamata. If you see throughout the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna keeps giving hint actually that highest is Bhakti Yoga. Throughout, Prabhupada points it out. He said, look, at this chapter, many times he summarizes, Krishna said this. At the 5th chapter, at the end, Krishna says, Bhoktaram ekritapasam sarvaloka mahesharam suridam sarva bhutanam gyatamam shanti rachiti. If you want shanti, you accept that Krishna is the only enjoyer. Sarvaloka mahesharam. Krishna is the controller of everything. Suhridam sarva bhutanam. Krishna is the best well-wisher of everybody. If you understand these three things, what happens to you? You come into peace. Okay? Each one we can discuss. Now, Prabhupada says, look at it. At the end of 5th chapter, he said that. And the 6th chapter, at the end, he says, Yoginam api sarvesha. Among the yogis, Bhakti Yogi is highest. So like that, he will show from all the chapters, actually Krishna is talking about Bhakti Yoga. But actually what is happening, Krishna is talking something else. But he keeps hinting about Bhakti Yoga. And when he comes to the last chapter, at the end, what does Krishna do? Sarva dharman parityajya Ma'amekam sharanam vraja. What does it mean? Arjuna, I tell you something. Can't you just obey me? Could have been said in the first line. What does it mean? Sarva dharman parityajya. Give up all your nonsense talk. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Just obey me. Just take my shelter. Krishna, sometimes, I think in professional career also, can you tell your employee, you do this because I am telling you this. He will just move out of the company that moment. At least in the Western world, it is something which is not supposed to be said. They said nobody will obey you if you do like that. Even the devotees that tell. Temple managers told me, if I am going to tell a devotee, you do this because I am telling you, he will walk out of the temple. Krishna could have told that. You see, Krishna is teaching from every angle. He is a perfect teacher. He could have told right in the beginning, Sarvadharman parityajam mamekam sharanam. Obey me. What is this you are talking? I am my grandfather teacher. Obey what I am telling. Krishna could have told. He did not tell. He so carefully told Arjuna, Arjuna, body and soul is separate. So even if the body dies, nothing will happen to the soul. He's a true Arjuna is a Nitya Siddha. We're just playing a role of a, they say, what to say? For dummies. They say, no? Everything for dummy, they have website, no? Correct? Everything they will say from dummies, means for Buddhus. So like a Buddhu, Arjuna acted and Krishna is step by step teaching him. At the end, Krishna says, Arjuna, I tell you the most secret thing. So what do you think the most secret thing will be? Some complex equation. Just like science is searching. How quantum and relativity can be combined. Correct? Some equation will be there. And that's the final truth. You can just put on your t-shirt. And the final truth is that. They are telling like that. And that is God for them. That is everything for them. But Krishna is also telling in Bhagavad Gita the final truth. Sarvaguhyatamam bhuyaha shunume paramam vachaha. Arjuna, please hear the most confidential thing. The first confidential thing Krishna taught in Bhagavad Gita is that I am not the body, I am spirit, soul. That big university banai, you were not there, you missed the fun today. Oh, they all enjoyed. Nicely grinded everybody. Bada banai, building banai. Aur kya likha udhar? Knowledge is power. Hai na? I can challenge, bring the director to peon. Not one of them has one line of knowledge. What is knowledge? They don't know actually. They are cheating people in the name of knowledge. They are teaching skills. Khota. Khota, not duplicate. It is not what it is. I can give you a mango, very nice decorated. Nowadays they do the genetic engineering, they make a mango. It looks so beautiful. And you open it, put in the mouth, no taste. What is the use at the end of it? The mango doesn't have a taste of mango. True? So similarly, I go to the big building. I think I'm going to get admitted there. I'm going to get knowledge. Every day I pack my bags. 8 o'clock, go to the college. Sit down like a gadda. And till 5 o'clock I sit. And I finished 2 years, 4 years. They give me a degree. You did B.Tech, M.Tech. And they salute me. They do big drum convocation. And you come, I learn knowledge. Actually, the fact is, zero knowledge was taught. Zero knowledge was taught. Zero knowledge was received. Why? Because they don't even know what is knowledge. This is Ishopanishad is called avidya. A knowledge, a skill to fill the belly, dog also knows. The human civilization is so much putting banned about all these institutions. They are only teaching you a skill to fill your belly. A cat also knows. When the master goes how to jump here, there, drink milk and fill the belly. Monkey also knows in Vrindavan how to jump behind. They know some skill and they are extremely, very, very expert at that. They know the skill. They even sometimes pull your bead bag or purse or a chappal and then you have to come with the laddus and give them. They know the skills. In their own nature's way they know. It's like in the ROM only. You don't have to train it. It's there built into their system. So, but in human form of life, there is an opportunity to learn knowledge. And the first knowledge is, you are not the body, your spirit, soul. Therefore, just like I was joking, in India, the 3 prime ministers, I really laughed. When I heard they gave them Bharat Ratna, I laughed. I couldn't believe. Now, what is the value of the highest award itself? I can't understand. If you can give Bharat Ratna to the politicians, they have lost any dignity it have. True? What do you say? You will be really surprised. Highest award to such people, God knows. The same way, you should also be surprised why the Nobel Prize has been given. Prabhupada gave even bigger joke on it. Because they have not even understood to this day the first element of knowledge, I am not body, I am soul. For what you are giving the Nobel Prize? For what? For foolishness, Certificate of foolishness. What are you doing? Prabhupada joked in another way. This was created by a person actually who created dynamite. True? He is the one who created this prize. He put some money, he made a lot of money and but the interest of that, this prize is being given and it is increasing because interest is big now. True? That's how it is. Prabhupada said he created destruction and misfortune and kept money for further destruction and misfortune. Srila Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki.